Connection Carry and Events waa maqaaxi ay fureen ganacsato Soomaali ajaanib isugu jira isla markaana lagu sameeyo cunno ka duwan cunooyinka maqaaxiyaha Soomaalida lagu sameeyo. maqaaxidan ayaa sameeysa cunooyin caafimaadkoodu aad u sareeyo ayna sameeyaan dad ku takhasusay sameynta cunooyinka heerkoodu sareeyo. maqaaxidan ayaa qaabka loo imaanaya ama cunooyinka looga dalbanayo waxay aad uga duwan tahay maqaaxiyaha caadiga ah nooc walba oo ay yihiin. maqaaxidani ma ahan mid gudaheeda la fariisan karo isla markaana cunada intaad ku dalbato aad ku cuni karto. waxaase maqaaxidan aad ka dalban kartaa cunadeeda online-ka telefonka adoo ka qaadanaya drive-thru-ga. waxaana sidoo kale maqaaxidu ay cunooyin delivery u sameeyaan iskuulada iyo waliba meelaha caruurta lagu xanaaneeyo. maqaaxidu waxay leedahay hool weyn oo lagu dhigan karo xafladaha iyo eventska isla markaana ay dadku ku celebrate gareyn karaan xilliyada qalin jabinta, aroosyada iyo soo dhaweynta xafladaha goonida ah. waxa ay u muuqataa ganacsigani inuu yahay mid in badan maskaxda la tuujiyay loona fakiray habkii loo heli lahaa maqaaxi ka duwan maqaaxiyaha Soomaalida. maqaaxidan waxay si weyn u caawin doontaa dadka doonaya inay helaan cunooyin caafimaadkoodu sareeyo oo ka gedisan sameynta bariiska, baastada iyo hilibka oo in badan aan caafimaadku u wanaagsanayn. haddaba barnaamijkii oo ay ka soo qayb galeen dad Soomaali ajaanib isugu jira oo aad u soo dhaweeyay maqaaxidan kana helay cunadii ay testigareeyeen ama ay dhadhamiyeen waxa furitaanku u dhacaya sida tan.
Kind of finding my way in this always included other people, and the amount of things that I've been able to experience over the last 15 years largely had to do with the connections that I made with the people that you see up here, and then all of you that's come out and kind of shared in this with us. This is a very strange development unless you understand that there's a God that has put all things together, because none of this matches. You wouldn't think that people from different areas of the world, different parts, different belief systems have the same heart and somehow got connected. So that's not by chance. So when I look at everybody that's up here and I look at the people that are here, I have to thank God that He knows how to put things together. So give it up for God for a second, if you don't mind. Now, in this particular adventure, this has been something that got birthed out of just an idea that we could do something different for the community that we serve. So it started out at childcare. The idea, this guy, my partner, Gelly, give it up for Gelly. And his cousin came through to me and said, hey, we want to start a childcare center. And none of us knew what we were doing, like at all. They just had the right heart for it. So I didn't understand childcare, but I understood a little bit about how business and relationships worked. And so from that venture, we started together grinding to try to figure out how to do this in the right way. It took us about 5 years to figure out we still didn't know enough. We went the next 10 years, and out of that, after all of the losses, we discover a new partner, and this young lady to my left, Dega Ahmed. Give it up for Dega. They say, I think it's a proverb that says there's a brother born out of adversity, and there's also sisters in that too. We were struggling, trying to figure out how to make amends for a huge loss that we had took to our organization in the food area. So they would give reimbursements to people whenever we would sell food. And we sold a lot of food. We served a lot of food. So at that time, I think we had 4 centers, and we had lost a food program that had brought in a good chunk of money, serving lunch and supper to children that we didn't know would be eating once they left the center, right? So that program was lost. This young lady came on board, was working another job, and just came in to help us out. And she even drove the bus, I think.
She did drive the bus, yeah.
It was just weird. She was, I'll never forget this. I'm going to bring this up. I'll never forget this. She cooked so well. And I go, why don't we see if we could maybe sell food to people, because the parents liked it. And I remember her words. They went just like this: I hate cooking. I hate it. And I go, let's just try and see what happens, right? And she got on board. All of a sudden, things started clicking. And as an employee who was first part-time, then came on, quit her job to help us walk through this. I can't tell you enough how important and special that is to both of us, because one of the big things that we always look for, people who were like loyal and really wanted to have the same heart we did and work hard for this. She showed that when she didn't have to, and by way of doing that, we were able to birth Catering for Kids. We started selling to other centers and to other schools, and then it went so well that Miguel and I said, why don't we make her a partner? So now she's part owner of Catering for Kids. So give it up for Dega. And so that began the process of thinking, okay, how can we continue to allow people who are blessing us be blessed by the connections that we have? And so on the connection with Dega, we find this young, vivacious, strong, ready to knock down walls daughter, and this young lady over here is Salma. And she came in and redefined what it looked like to be classy, even at a young age. She came in, and some of you have been served by Salma, and I talked to my brother Stanley over here, and he goes, where'd you get that one from? It's like, she is different. Because I don't care what level you on, by the time you get done talking with Salma, you're like, oh, you're apologizing to her. Like, she's just calm and cool, and she's got the same heart of her mom. And listen, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So give it up for Salma to come in and step in and really take hold of this. But it didn't continue to grow. So we've been doing this for 15 years, right? And in that time frame, we ran into two young ladies who meant what they said and said what they meant. And they came in and brought their babies into us, and we served their families, and their families continued to grow. It's like they really kept going. Every time one would get pregnant, the other one would get pregnant. I love you guys. And so they came in, and those families grew. And I can tell you, the one thing and they'll attest to this, when they were coming in as parents, they would come in every day on time, drop the babies off, come back, pick those babies up. And if you didn't do something right, they would tell you about it in their way. And you knew if they told you in their way, you didn't want to hear them twice, because they mean what they say. I wanted them a part of our team so bad. I asked them, I was like, you don't want to be teachers? Like, we don't want to do that. And so they got on with Amazon. And I kept watching those ladies come in 6:30, like soldiers, on time. They didn't miss. They were there more than employees were there. And I go, watching them, how much they cared about their babies. And one of the things that they said is like, only thing I don't like, I just don't get to see them enough because they're sweating me over at Amazon. They're killing it in hours. When we expanded this out, there were two people that we definitely wanted to be a part of this. Justin and Daniel, you guys have been special to us as families. But as managers of Justine manages the outer division of what Cater for Kids does. Danielle manages the inside. They're a 1-2 punch that will knock you out if you get too close. So we thank you for being a part of this also. Give it up for them one more time. They're so good. Let me tell you this. They're so good. We hired their mom. We got their mom in there. It's like, So we know what we're doing. But then we keep spinning things off, right? The idea is, if you got a root thing that's happening and it's getting strong, then you build off of that. Catering for Kids start growing, and then we build off of that. And so now we have this place, which is something I've always wanted to do. Back in my old days, I wanted to do a nightclub, but I'm not doing that anymore. Now, God settled on the catering center. So this idea came, and this was my partner probably more so than me, because I had really gotten comfortable. It's a thing that happens when you can pay bills on time that you don't want to do nothing else. But he was like, they were telling us, like, you can get this building. And I was like, yeah, but that seemed like a lot of money. And the other's like, why don't we just buy it? And I go, that sounds uncomfortable. And for a moment, I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And I struggled with that for a week or two. And this dude stood strong and was like, no, dude, if this is what the next move is, this is what the next move is. And so we did it. And when we got this, I knew kind of what this could look like. I can visualize what I wanted to see, but I can't put details into making it look really good. Putting this kind of detail into it takes a person that has an eye for that. And my wife, Angelique, came on board. And it's funny, and I found this out, that people who are super talented about something special to other people, they don't realize that it's a special talent. So they can just whip something up in the kitchen, and they can just do things that we think, oh, that's amazing. They're going, no, I do that all the time. That's a Sunday morning to me, right? Angelique came in, I said, this is what I'm looking for, and she did all of this like inside of a day. Her brain had all this figured out. So there's something special about a person that can do that kind of thing. And I found that that kind of talent exists in every single person that I have been around. Connections, right? We talk about that all the time. The idea that people have talent who may not realize how special that talent is, that would allow them to not just connect with other people, but to grow something in connections with other people. That's the exact same story we find with what you're going to be seeing here tonight. This young lady came on board when we were literally trying to figure out what we were doing here. And she came in and she did catering for kids with us. She served. She did all the hard work for a whole year, and she was patient. I was like, it's coming. And she was like, mm-hmm. And she just kept doing her thing. And now we're here at this space, and I got to tell you, I got my brother Zach here to attest to it. He came in, connections. He came in, is like, let me take pictures and set you up. And he came in and he sat with this young lady, and we watched her do not just the cooking part of it, but how passionate she was about the things that she was delivering. And what came out of it is some of the things you're going to taste here tonight. So, but I want to highlight the fact that all of these hearts are connected. So she fits right into this. So give it up for Saber Cloud, who is the next person getting ready to launch out of this building another brand, if you will. So again, people that we've met in this business allows us to continue to grow. So this property has 5 different things that are happening all at the same time. We cater to schools and centers. We have the Connections Event Center where we cater to people inside. We also cater to people outside. And then we have a direct-to-consumer model that has multiple kitchen or multiple menus in one kitchen. And they'll be all serving out of this at different times. Flavors, you'll see. I'll put up the app in a little while. We'll be going live here, hopefully next week.
My name is Saber. So the food that you'll have tonight, you'll have a plethora of food that we all created, and I'm super proud of what we all did today. So I hope you all really enjoyed the food today. We put a lot of work, a lot of time into it, and a lot of flavor. So the food that you'll have today, some of it of which I contributed to, is off of the menu that hopefully you all will be soon able to order from. So we have some sandwiches. 2 of them are our breakfast sandwiches, and it is our buttermilk biscuit sandwich with a fried chicken. You got Gouda on there, and you got homemade charred pepper jam. And then another sandwich on there that is also on our breakfast menu is our brioche chicken sandwich. Our brioche bread is also made in-house. It has a smooth, buttery, almost like a croissant with the fried chicken on top, fresh arugula, pickled purple onions, and then our cheese sauce, which you'll absolutely love. And then the next thing on there is, I love a good tuna sandwich. I don't know about y'all, but I was on TikTok, you know how we do. It was a tuna cotta or something that they had going viral, and I thought to put my twist on it. So the tuna sandwich will be on a focaccia bread, also made from scratch in-house. Focaccia bread is chef's kiss. You'll love it. With the tuna mousse, you have some pickled jalapenos on there. So I do want you to be aware, those of you who are tolerant to spice, make sure that if you don't like spice, you don't want to get the tuna sandwich because it does have the jalapenos on there, but they're good. Along with our sun-dried tomato pesto. So it has a lot of flavor, a lot of punch, but it's super delicious. And then the last thing on there is the potato puffs. It's kind of like my take on a hash brown. I forgot what those things are called. My mind's drawing a blank. Yes, tater tots. My kids love tater tots. Kind of like my take on that. They're puffy, they're crispy, but they're so soft and pillowy on the inside, along with some cheese sauce. So anyways, I hope you all enjoy and have a good time.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Selma. I want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you who took time out of your weekend to come and, enjoy this location with us. This is pretty exciting. It's been a very long road. We've been very patient with the process. I know Mike and Gayla were sick and tired of me asking, what's the outcome going to look like? Because they've been working towards making me more of an optimistic person. I'm very skeptical of everything, but I think the turnout is great. The location looks amazing. We've got an amazing team of people that contributed to the great food that you're going to enjoy today. And I'm so excited to open these doors very soon so that you can come here with your families and have amazing memories that you build here. So thank you so much for being a part of this.
Assalamu alaikum. Dhammaantiin soo dhawaada. Maanta meeshaan waxaan u furnay. Waxaan horta u mahad celinayaa labadan wiil oo isiiya opportunity-gan inaan maanta aan halka idinla joogo oo cuntada aan karino iyo waxyaabahan sameeyno idinla share gareyno because qofka bini'aadanka ah hadaa opportunity la siin talentigiisa lama arkaan marka give them hand labadan shaqaalaan u ahaa they give me the opportunity inaan maaragtay ay iga dhigaan business partner inaan noqdo opportunity-gaas iga siiyay qof walba kuma siinayo marka I remember Gele waxaan isbaranay 2002 I think waxaan isku baranay xaafad qurux badan oo la dhaho Capital Park qofkii yaqaana and mashallah but waxyaabo badan baa isla soo qabanay but maanta waxaan meeshaan loo furo waxay tahay ma aha only inaan lacag ka sameeyno muhiimiyadda waxay tahay community-ga inaan wax different u sameeyno cuntooyinka hilib iyo bariis waa laga daalay soo maanta idimaanaan karin waxaan rabnaa xoogaa Mareykan iyo Soomaali iyo wax isku dhex jira oo dhalinyarada maaragtay hadda wadankan ku dhalatay ee enjoy gareeyaan waxaan kale ugu talagalnay maadaama meesha ay daahaye iyo sharaxaade iyo uga jeedin waxaan ugu talagalnay wiilasha inay enjoy gareeyaan because event place kasta waxa lagu xirxiraa wax dhalaalaya soo nimanka usually waxay la jecel yihiin wax muscular ah gabdhahana markay u baahdaan ayaga sharaxanaa soo muhiimiyadu waa taas marka kulligiin soo dhawaada Soomaalida meesha isugu timi. And now I wanted to say thank you for coming, each and every one of you who came here today. You're gonna have, amazing food. Everybody you see here today touch something with their food and they have flavor in there. But I want to thank our customer who came tonight to celebrate with us. Thank you so much. Those are our customers that we serve every single day. We serve over 1,000 kids every single day, and I enjoy, waking up in the morning and thinking about, what we're going to give those kids today because they're going to come and wait for us. So that actually doing that, we become a big company. We have a lot of amazing people. We couldn't do it with ourselves because of these people that you see standing here make a difference of what, we give those kids every single day. And Mike and Gelo were like, how can we serve adults now? We serve enough children. So now we want to have your events, your parties, so you can come and, create memory here. And this building, the way it's designed, I want to thank Angelique. She have an amazing vision. We were all fighting. My biggest fight was, this is going to hit people's head. When they were fixing, I was like, how are we going to have this going to hit people? When you are not visionary, it's difficult, to understand how things come together. But we really appreciate her brain. We appreciate Micah and Gayla for giving me, this opportunity to own a part of this company.
I call this the best place in the Columbus, by the way. I don't know who agree on me, but I like how we set it out. And thank you to Angelique. Thank you, Dago. Thank you, Micah. Thank you, Salmo. Thank you, my best friends, all of you. Without you, we weren't gonna make it here tonight. Because of the power of the people is what bring a brain together and make that happen. And tonight, that's what we have here. I'm encouraging everybody, get a partners. Life is all about the partnership. Trust one another, help one another, push one another, motivate one another. See the best of each other. See the best of each other. Because everybody can contribute something amazing into every single situation going on in life. So we value the people. We see people before we see a problem. And that's the code for the day. And thank you very much. Let everybody enjoy, eat, sit there, take pictures, and we will see you a long time. Keep coming back here every time. Thank you.
I'm actually excited to be here at this event. It's a beautiful gathering, a new opportunity for the community. I love the name, Connections. Small businesses is the backbone for our diverse communities here in Columbus. To be part of this gathering in Northland, right here in 161 and Cleveland Avenue, it's another addition by the Somali community. It gives a sense of collaboration where a number of small business owners came together to create this venue for our community. And it is absolutely a very much needed opportunity for our community. I wanted to congratulate our brother Safi Gelle and Micah and all partners, Deco and all of them, for putting together this a really beautiful venue for our community where folks can rent for community events, but also provide a multicultural taste of food for the community. So, waan u hambalyeynaya walaalaha munaasabadan nagu casuumay sameeyey hoolkan lagu bixinayo cuntooyin kala duwan bulshadana u ah fursad gaar ahaan xaafadan Northland walaalaha degan iyo guud ahaan Columbus oo dhanba xaqiiqdii waxaan la yiraahdo iskaashiga iyo walaalo ganacsadayaal in inta isu yimaadeen ay fursad u sameeyaan noocan oo kala horeyna ganacsadayaal u ahaa waa waxyaabaha ku biirin kara qiimaha ku kordhin kara bulshada waan u hambaleynayaa sharaf bayna yahay inaan qayb ka ahaado waa mahadsantiin
assalaamu calaykum waraxmatullahi wabarakaatu mudanayaal marwooyin waad salaamantihiin maanta waxaan joognaa Connections Catering and Events oo ku taala Columbus Ohio off of Cleveland Avenue meeshan maanta waa lagu daafuray waxaa ku daafuray walaalaha businesskan iskale oo ku shirkoobay meeshan waa meel provide gareyn doonta dadka inay yimaadaan oo events ku qabsadaan as well as cunto ay ka dalban karaan as well as u sameyn karta catering u sameyn karta haddii ay group ahaan ku yimaadaan marka waan ku faraxsanahay businessadan iyo kuwa kale badan inay ku soo badanayaan degmada iyo magaaladaba waxaan ku dhiirigelinaynaa walaalaha suurtageliyay meeshan waan ugu mahadcelinaynaa inay xirfadan ay ku soo biiriyeen degmada ku soo biiriyeen magaalada ku soo biiriyeen waa mahadsantiin assalaamu calaykum waraxmatullahi
assalaamu calaykum dhammaan reer Columbus aad baan idin salaamayaa horta marka koowaad marka labaad waxaa cajaa'ib ah oo aan la yaabay oo geesayga iga muuqda maqaayad aanan ku arag nooceeda oo kaleeto Columbus Ohio waxaan u maleynayaa waa class waa maqaayadaha dadka VIP-da loogu talagalay cuntooyin kala duwan oo ah kuwii aad loo aaday Olive Garden iyo maqaayadaha kale loo aadi lahaa iyo maqaayadaha cadaanka oo local ah Soomaali ay kugu soo dhaweynayso oo cajab qaba iyo waliba hall special parking ku filan leh meel safe ah security-geeda marka la fiiriyo dhinacyada laga xigo ammaan ah aroosyada iyo kulamada aad ugu fiican ugu qurxoon qaabkeeda marka waxaan leeyahay maqaayadan kale Columbus laguma arag waan soo dhaweynaynaa Soomaalida horumarka ay ka sameysay Columbus waliba North Side aad iyo aad baan soo dhaweynaa waa aad bay cajaa'ib tahay marka ma sha Allah
assalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatu maanta maxaan ka soo qayb galnay grand opening-kii oo maqaayadii oo la dhaho Connection Catering waa maqaayad cusub oo magaalada oo hoolo duwan suubinayso for example catering-kii aroosadii wax kasta daa loo baahan yahay cunto macaan insha Allah maanta si fiican oo xaflad noogu dhacday grand openingka waa ka soo qayb galnay magaalada insha Allah hala soo boqdo assalaamu calaykum
waxaa bulshooyinka Soomaaliyeed meel walba ay joogaan gaar ahaan geeska Afrika iyo magaalada Bombaaso lala socodsiinaya in shirkadda caalamiga ee dhismaha guryaha Wave Property Limited oo kamid ah shirkadaha ugu magac dheer dalka Kenya gaar ahaan magaalada Bombaaso ay idin diyaarisay guryo casri ah oo dhismahooda idin cajab gelinaya marka ay ishaadu qabato kuwaas oo ku yaala xaafadda Yeli ee magaalada Bombaaso shirkadda ayaa idin haysa mashruucyo kala duwan sida mashruuca guriga casriga ee Kasbin oo ah guri casri ah kana kooban 2 qol iyo qolka shaqaalaha ilaa 4 qol iyo qolka shaqaalaha gurigan oo si casri ah loo dhisay lana jaan qaadayo dunida horumartay ayaa waxaad ka heli kartaa adeegyo soo jiidasho leh kuwaas oo ay kamid yihiin swimming pool gym meel lagu caweeyo oo ku taala dabaqa 12aad kaas oo isla markiiba ishaadu qabanayso badweynta India una jirta dhismaha wax ka yar 5 daqiiqo adeegyada kale ee lagu diyaariyay gurigan waxa kamid ah meel ilmuhu ku ciyaaraan security 24 saaca backup generator sidoo kale shirkadda Wave Property ayaa waxa ay ka wadaa xaafadda Yeli magaalada Mombasa guryo kale oo lagu magacaabo Wave Christi Resident adigoo ka helaya 2 qol iyo qolka shaqaalaha 3 qol iyo qolka shaqaalaha 4 qol oo duplex ah iyo 5 qol oo duplex ah oo si casri ah loo dhisay loona diyaariyay qalabka lagu dhisay guryaha ee shirkaddu idinkaga keentay dalalka Turkiga iyo Masar adeegyada kale ee gurigan Wave Christi waxa kamid ah 3 lift high speed meel caruurta ay ku ciyaarto gym maqaaxi casri ah swimming pool isugu jira rag iyo dumar haddaba xafiiska shirkaddu wuxuu ku yaalaa Chris Plaza dabaqa 6aad Links Road Yeli Mombasa wixii faahfaahin kala xiriir nambarada shaashada idinkaga muuqda